Hi, I'm Jenn Peris with ChampBody, and today we have a short 5-minute chair sequence for you to help warm you up from head to toe before you get on your motorcycle. So all you need to do is find a comfy chair and sit down. So we're going to come to the edge of our seat, bringing our feet under our knees, hip width apart, and go ahead and place your hands on top of your thighs and inhale, lengthen your spine. So sit up nice and tall. Lengthen your neck, take a deep breath. Exhale, go ahead and release your hands down to the side. Open up your palms to the outside and inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of you and we're gonna warm up our wrists. So we're gonna go ahead and descend our hands, keeping our palms together towards our belly button. Flip the fingertips down towards the ground and then bring your palms towards your chin. Flip and do this 3 to 5 times. Try not to raise your shoulders, keeping your shoulders down. And then go ahead and roll out your wrists. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to interlace our fingers all the way to the webbing. Stretch your palms forward and get a nice stretch in those fingers. We're going to start to warm up our shoulders. Just extend the arms forward and plug those shoulders back in. Extend and lengthen and plug them in. Extend the shoulders. Go ahead and plug them back into the shoulder girdle. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and go ahead and bring your arms up to the sky. Getting nice length in your side body. Lifting your chin out of your chest. Straightening your arms to capacity. And go ahead and release. And we're going to switch the clasp, opposite hand on top. And we're going to bring our hands behind our head this time. So bringing the hands behind the head, go ahead and open up those elbows nice and wide, getting a nice opening in that front body. Again, standing up nice and tall. And we're going to go ahead and tip over to the right. So getting a stretch in the side body. Go ahead and lift your chin up to the sky. And go ahead and bring that top elbow and torso down towards the ground, moving that stretch into your low back, and open the elbow up to the sky, bringing it down. And remember to breathe. And come back to center, and we're going to switch directions. So go ahead and tip over to the other side, making sure to keep that top elbow open up to the ceiling. Looking up if it feels okay for your neck. And go ahead and bring that top elbow down towards the ground, moving that stretch into your low back. Opening up and bringing it down. Getting that back nice and warmed up and that side body working. Go ahead and come back to center. Release the hands. Shake out the arms. All right, so now we're going to bring our feet a little wider than hip width apart, making sure we're still sitting at the edge of our seat. We're going to start to warm up our spine. So we're going to rock onto the front of our pelvis, arching our low back, bringing our chest between our shoulders, lifting our chin up to the sky. And then reversing the stretch, rocking onto the back of your pelvis, rounding your back, tucking your chin, getting a nice round all the way through your spine, up through your neck. And then with your breath, inhale forward, exhale back. Start to move smoothly through the motions, moving with your breath, warming up your entire spine, initiating that motion and movement from your tailbone. Go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. Okay, and now we're going to move into our hamstrings. So go ahead and bring your feet together. Take your right foot out in front of you, flexing that foot to make sure that ankle and that knee joint stay nice and stabilized. Sitting up nice and tall, just like we did from the start, lengthening through our spine, and go ahead and bend forward, hinging at the waist. As far as you can, stretching out through the crown of your head until you're to your capacity, and then slowly begin to naturally round your spine. So we're stretching out the back of our hamstring, If you want a little bit more intensity, you can use your fingertips on the ground and really lengthen that spine forward. And then folding forward. If you're up here, that is awesome. Stay there. And go ahead and switch sides. Left foot forward. Again, stretching up, sitting up nice and tall before you bend forward. Inhale and then exhale, bend forward to or towards the ground. But again, remembering to lengthen that spine, flexing that foot, engaging the muscles, lifting the kneecaps, keeping that leg, straight leg stabilized. Go ahead and bend forward. Stay there for as long as you like. Go ahead and come on back up. And this time we're going to bring our feet nice and wide, toes 30 degrees turned out. We're going to bring our hands inside our thighs, and we're going to go ahead and drop the opposite shoulder across the midline. So taking that right shoulder, pushing the right hand against the right inner thigh, dropping it to the left side of our body, acting as if we're riding the bike and this is our arm that's crossing the tank. We're getting that nice straight arm across the tank of the bike. And we're starting to open up those hips. And you could add a toe pop, flexing your ankle forward. And you could start to watch where your head drops, where your eyes are looking. And go ahead and come back to center. And we're going to go ahead and bring our feet back together and do a little bit of piriformis stretching. So go ahead and take your right foot across your left knee. So making a nice figure four. If your knee is starting up a little bit higher, just make sure to use the muscles in that hip to externally rotate. So we're working that piriformis. Externally rotate so it descends the knee. So you never want to put any weight or press on your knee. The goal being to bring your shin to or towards parallel to the ground. So sitting up nice and straight, nice and tall, elongating that spine. And if you want a little bit more intensity, if you want to go a little deeper into that hip, you can start to bend forward. Again, hinging at the waist, bringing your hands towards your shin, towards blocks, towards your boots, towards your helmet, towards the ground, and really getting a nice deep compression in that hip joint, that external rotation, stretching out that piriformis. And go ahead and come up. And we're going to keep that leg across, but we're going to sit lady-like. So go ahead and cross it all the way over. We're going to take our left forearm to the outside of our right thigh. Sit up nice and tall. And then using this for resistance, reaching back to the back of our seat, stretch up nice and tall, and just do a nice spinal twist. In a spinal twist, you can look over your front shoulder. You can look straight ahead or over your back shoulder. It really depends on what feels the most comfortable for your neck. Engaging the abdomen, really bringing that navel towards your spine in a spinal twist to protect your back. And we'll go ahead and switch sides. So take the left foot over the right knee. Again, using the strength in that hip, descend that knee, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, fold forward to or towards capacity. Again, every day is a different day. Both of your hips might feel very different. Wherever you are, as long as you're practicing, you're going to get more accessibility, more mobility, more comfort. And when that's good enough, go ahead and cross your legs, ladylike. This time we're going to bring our right forearm on the outside of our left thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Bringing that belly button towards your spine, twisting at the waist, lifting up through the crown of your head. You can go ahead and release. We're just going to finish off with our neck, and then you guys could get on track. So right here, just give me some half circles. And stopping with your ear to your shoulder, making sure to descend the shoulders down. Lifting the chin up, lengthening your front neck. And go ahead and come back to center. Interlace your hands one last time. Place your hands on top of your head. And go ahead and just bring your chin towards your chest. Not pulling on your hands, just resting your hands and the weight of your hands to get a nice stretch in that neck and upper back. And go ahead and come up. Shake it out. You're all set. Hope you have a great ride.